My name is Alex. I'm 23 years old now, but this happened when I was 20. It was a cold autumn night and my parents were out of town for the weekend. I had the whole house to myself. At first, I enjoyed the silence. No distractions, no one to bother me. But as the night went on, I started to feel uneasy, as if someone was watching me. I was sitting on the couch, scrolling through my phone when I heard a soft knock at the front door. It wasn't loud, just barely noticeable. My stomach dropped. Who would be knocking this late at night? I hesitated before getting up, slowly making my way to the peephole. But when I looked through it, there was no one there, just the empty porch. I tried to shake it off, convincing myself it was just the wind. But then I heard it again, this time from the back door. A chill ran down my spine. I turned off all the lights and grabbed the nearest thing I could use as a weapon, a heavy metal flashlight. My hands were shaking as I crept towards the back door. The curtains were drawn, but I could see a faint shadow standing on the other side of the glass. A tall, thin figure, motionless. I took a deep breath and shouted, "Who's there?" No response. The figure didn't move. Then suddenly the doorknob started to rattle violently. I jumped back, my heart pounding. Without thinking, I sprinted to the front door to make sure it was locked. Just as I reached it, I heard the distinct creak of a door opening from the back of the house. I froze. I knew for a fact that I had locked the back door, but somehow it was open. A shuffling sound echoed from the hallway. Someone was inside. I dashed upstairs, trying to stay as quiet as possible. My mind was racing. I locked my bedroom door and pressed my back against it, breathing heavily. I could hear slow, deliberate footsteps coming up the stairs. They stopped right outside my door. A soft whisper came from the other side. "I see you." My blood ran cold. I grabbed my phone and dialed 911 with trembling fingers. As I whispered my address to the operator, the doorknob began to twist, first slowly, then more aggressively. I held my breath, praying for the police to arrive. Then, just as suddenly as it had started, the twisting stopped. Silence. Minutes passed. It felt like an eternity. Then the sound of sirens. Red and blue lights flashed through my window. I heard heavy footsteps running down the stairs, followed by the sound of the front door slamming shut. I didn't move until I heard the police calling out my name. When they searched the house, the intruder was gone. The back door had been forced open, but there was no sign of him anywhere. The police assured me they would patrol the area, but deep down, I knew they wouldn't find him. I never saw his face. I never found out who he was. But every night since then, before I go to bed, I double-check all the locks. And sometimes, in the middle of the night, I swear I still hear a knock at the door.